Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, there's some arguing between Madonna and Gaga fans because some Gaga fans seem to think that Madonna fans are saying she didn't break the record. We don't really care about that. Madonna didn't go there to break a record. She went there to stage a concert. Now, the record was set by, who was it? Jorg Ben Jor, who's a local musician who got 3 million people. So that was in 1993, and the Stones didn't break that in 2006, and Madonna in 2025, 20 years later, wasn't even trying to break that. They were just setting up a concert. And the staging was set up for 1.5 million. She got an extra 100,000, so they got over capacity. But if you look at the staging, you can clearly see that there are screens all the way up to the end where there are screens facing the opposite direction, and it's a set amount of people that were supposed to be in a set area of staging. And Gaga did it differently. Gaga had it open-ended, which I think is what Jorg did and what they normally do with the New Year's Eve thing. Because a lot of people are talking about Rod Stewart got 3.5 million. No, he didn't. He performed at a New Year's Eve ceremony, New Year's Eve concert that had a lot of other people. It wasn't a standalone concert, and that was set up for the whole beach as well. So the fact that Lady Gaga opened up the whole beach and only got an extra 500,000 looks a little sad, because if she was even as big as Jorg, she should have got 3 million. So they probably shouldn't brag too much, because lying about 2.5 million, which Gaga did, she said she had 2.5 million there. She lied right to the audience, right to her fans, when they only had 2.1. If you're going to lie, she should have said 3.1, and just, if you're going to lie and embarrass yourself, just claim the record, the real record, and, your fans, the real diehard, deluded ones, little monsters, they will, perpetuate that lie for you. So I don't know why she didn't just exaggerate another 500,000 and 600,000 and say she actually broke the all-time record. So, no, but she really just wanted to break Madonna's record. That was the whole reason she was there. They had a whole year to plan for it. And obviously they planned this staging so they could get more people. Even if she only got a couple 100,000 more from opening up that beach, she would have been happy with that. So, yeah. So no one's denying she broke the record. No one cares. Madonna didn't go there to break any records. She went there just like the Stones to stage a well-planned concert, because once you get past a certain distance and past a certain size, it becomes ridiculous. You can't even see the stage anymore. You're just looking at a screen. You may as well just be watching it on TV. And more people did watch Madonna's performance live than Gaga on TV, and streaming and everything online. So that was an interesting thing. Like, okay, more people actually showed up, but more people watched Madonna. So less people watched Gaga, because probably a couple million of them were there. So yeah, but no one cares. We're just correcting her because it's just tacky to lie, and it just shows how desperate she was to claim that little victory, because she's forever in Madonna's shadow. She forever will be. Madonna is her mother monster and always will be, and she's just the little baby screaming for attention, basically, and she's always going to be that. And she's never going to escape that, no matter how much little monsters, who really, there aren't more Gaga fans than Madonna fans. It's just the Gaga fans are younger, and they're all online, and they're all consciously trying to cope for her, whereas Madonna fans are all analog and not bothered. So yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I just had to mention that Gaga still doesn't have the record for the most people in a standalone concert. It still belongs to a local guy who I don't know. Even though she staged her concert the same way, she couldn't get as many people as him. Madonna staged her concert the same way the Stones did and got around the same amount of people. It was planned that way. So them trying to act like it's some big victory, and that's what Gaga wants, because she's so desperate to escape Madonna's shadow, but she's never going to do it because she's followed her. And even now, this example of doing that concert on the same beach less than a year later shows just how much she follows and copies and is all about that. Is a bit sad. And then for all the fans, for her to lie to her fans, and then her fans to keep perpetuating that lie when the real numbers supposedly have come out, I do think they're a little bit lower than 2.1 million. But she definitely got more than Madonna. You look at the concert, you can see there are like 7 sections, and Madonna's stage ends after the 7th section. Or is it the 6th section? But it's got an ending, and then Gaga had, like, the section after that was full, and then a few people in the next section. So she clearly got a few more people, but when you look at the size, there's probably more than 200,000 in each section, She got 1.5 sections more than Madonna that were full because she had that open and didn't have an end to the stage. Supposedly, she said there was 900,000 people in that section and a half. No, there was a few 100,000 more there. So she got more than Madonna, but I doubt it was over 2 million. It was probably around 2 million, a bit over 2 million maybe, because they're saying 2.1. I think they're sort of rounding up a little bit. But yeah, either way, she broke the record, but she had different staging, and she should have done better. So you don't brag too much, because once you start talking about it and you start to look at the facts, you can see how it wasn't as impressive as it should have been. But we'll just be quiet. We'll just keep quiet about that because, we're not bothered.